Okay, drum school and drummer friends, we're in the Rock School Talk Through series, and we're going to look at I Wanna Break Free by Queen. It's on page 6 of the Rock School Grade 1 book. Let's go. Okay. Is to have your grade book out, hopefully sitting at your kit. If you don't have a kit, make sure you got your sticks in your hand and your book in front of you, because you can always air drum along to some of these things, all right? But you really need to work at this as I'm going through it. In relation to this one, this is probably going to be the shortest talk through that I'll ever do on any piece. Why is that? Well, if you look at it, there's one bar of rhythm, isn't there? It's what I call rock rhythm number 1, and any of my students that I have here in the studio, that's what we call it. So after our pop rhythm, we've got rock rhythm number 1. It sounds a bit like this. I'll kind of do it up to speed. Not sure if this is exact. It's roughly that. I also sometimes will say fun to drum, fun to drum, if you haven't played it before. Fun to drum, okay? Take it a wee bit slower, just in case this is new to you. Fun to drum, fun to drum. Alright, and you can work your way through that, because that's all you're going to play. The next bar on the top of the page there has that little, it's a kind of a division symbol in the middle of the staff, all right? And that simply means repeat the previous bar, okay? So don't get lost as you're working your way through that page. Don't lose your count. That might be one of the first difficulties that you might have. Which bar am I on? Was it bar 5 or bar 6? Can't remember. So you got to get used to looking at each one of those as you work your way down the page. Those are all repeat bars until you get to the very end of the page, and that is bar 12. And we're simply going to finish on that crotchet, okay, on the hi-hat and the bass drum. Then we've got a crotchet rest, and then we've got a minim rest. So again, hopefully you'll know those. The top of the second page, we have more of the same. Rock rhythm number 1, and it's letting us know that there's a guitar solo coming in there. So we've got Brian May on his famous guitar playing that guitar solo. Then we've got more repeat bars until we get down to bar 21, and we've got a nice little crash to play to mix into the rhythm. And then we've got the next few bars till we get to the very end. We've got a final crash on the final bar there, which is bar 24. Crotchet on the crash cymbal, crotchet on the bass drum. Then we've got a strange looking thing, looks like a little arc over a dot. That is called a fermata, which is really a kind of a pause. It gives the note, technically speaking, longer than its normal value. So that crotchet, as we know, is worth 1 beat. Normally you would find those maybe in the middle of a piece. I've done lots and lots of shows in the past where the music director or the conductor is maybe they're working with the singer on the stage, for instance, and in the middle of a piece there's a nice dramatic pause. Well, the whole band or the orchestra is watching the conductor because he or she has her hand up like this, making us all wait until we come back in again to the next section of the piece of the song. So a fermata there gives the note a bit of extra time, longer than usual, and it's also treated as a pause. Musicians tend to refer to that as a bird's eye, because if you look at it, it looks a wee bit like a bird's eye. So I think it's just been incorporated within this piece to introduce you to that, because it's a new thing, all right? So after we have that, then we've got a crotchet rest and a minim rest just to fill up the rest of the bar. And quite frankly, that's it when it comes to I Want to Break Free. The thing is that you need to be able to play that rhythm, and you need to be able to play it up to the speed, which is 109 BPM. And finally, as I've already said, you don't want to get lost as you go through counting all those repeat bars. So don't be doing that. Make sure you get from the top of the first page to the bottom, take those rests, and then start again at the guitar solo. Because all those things marked on the chart or on the score are all helps to help you to play it. So I hope you enjoy working through I Want to Break Free. Hope you enjoy that, all the new stuff that you're learning from that. And we'll move on to the next piece. Okay?